Shocking news has rocked the paddock amidst the heated 2025 MotoGP season. Massimo Rivola, Aprilia's renowned strategist, known for his calculated approach, is reportedly devising a bold plan to end Marc Márquez's dominance. The leak has fueled speculation that Rivola is plotting a major move that could shake up the competitive landscape in the second half of the season. If the plan succeeds, Márquez's reign could be in jeopardy. Could this be the beginning of the baby alien's downfall? Let's discuss. So far, the 2025 MotoGP season feels like a grand stage, with all the spotlight on one name, Marc Márquez. The 32-year-old Spaniard, now riding for the factory Ducati team, has displayed otherworldly performance. In the 24 Sprint and Grand Prix races held in the first half of the season, Marquez secured 19 wins an extraordinary record that firmly places him at the top of the standings with 381 points. He is 120 points ahead of his younger brother, Alex Marquez. His dominance is so overwhelming that some observers are beginning to wonder who can stop Marquez. While many rivals can only nod in admiration, the Aprilia camp is confident. Aprilia Racing CEO Massimo Rivola asserted that his team is the only one with a realistic chance of breaking Marquez's winning streak. "We have a bike that can win. If we have to fight against an apparently invincible Ducati rider like Marc Márquez, I'm confident we can beat him, particularly on certain circuits. One of them is the Red Bull Ring in Austria," Rivola said. Rivola's optimism isn't baseless. He has two trump cards that establish Aprilia as a formidable competitor: Marco Bezzecchi and Jorge Martin. This season, only two non-Ducati riders have won races, and Bezzecchi is one of them. He was the man who broke Marquez's dominance in dry races, specifically at the British MotoGP, and he came close to doing so again at the Czech MotoGP. His speed, aggressive style, and ability to adapt to various track types make Bezzecchi a real threat. Rivola assessed that Martin, who recently joined Aprilia, has the natural speed and determination to compete at the top. "Seeing how Bezzecchi performs and adapts to various tracks, I can only be optimistic. Our RSGP bike continues to develop, and I'm sure we'll be even stronger in the second half of the season," Rivola continued. The second half of the 2025 MotoGP season will begin with two intense and intriguing series. First is the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring from August 15th to 17th, renowned for its high speed and intense straightaway duels. Just a week later, history will be made when MotoGP debuts at Balaton Park in Hungary, August 22nd to 24th anew. The circuit that remains a mystery to many teams. Ducati, knowing that even the smallest detail can mean the difference between victory and defeat, held a secret test session at Balaton Park. Interestingly, they used the Panigale V4S Pro, a brutally powerful road bike costing close to €50,000. Though not a MotoGP prototype, the Panigale was sufficient to simulate the track's characteristics and provide invaluable initial data. The test was attended by almost all of Ducati's core riders: Marc Márquez, Francesco Bagnaia, Alex Marquez, Fermin Aldeguer, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Franco Morbidelli, and senior test rider Michel Pirot. Using this bike, the riders mapped the optimal braking points, corner entry angles, and the ideal rhythm for each sector. These notes will be their secret weapon come race weekend, when time margins are often mere fractions of a second. Pirot described the Hungarian track as unique, saying, "It is a combination of long braking and re-acceleration moments that demand a different approach than most European circuits do." He also addressed rumors that the track might not allow riders to reach top speed. "People say top speed here won't be maximum, but I think that's an exaggeration. We just need to adjust the transmission ratios, like at Misano. Believe me, the riders will get into sixth gear without any problems," he said with a confident smile. As preparations for the second half of the season begin, the public spotlight is on not only MotoGP, but also Topra Razgatlioglu, the World SBK World Champion and a legend in the sport. The Turkish rider will take a major step by debuting in MotoGP in 2026 with the Prima Pramac Yamaha team. He describes this challenge as an exciting and risky new adventure. Although he currently leads the 2025 World SBK standings by 26 points over Nicolo Balega, Toprac's focus isn't solely on winning the title this season. He has a much bigger personal goal: to challenge Marc Márquez. Marc is a true champion. He went through a dark period due to injury, but bounced back in extraordinary fashion. I can't wait to compete against him, Topra said enthusiastically, as if anticipating the fierce duel to come. Interestingly, although their on-track battle won't happen until next year, they have already developed a good off-track relationship. The two often speak on the phone and exchange views on racing and life. For Toprak, the duel against Marquez is not just a battle for position, but also an honor and the biggest test of his career as a professional racer. Marc Márquez's brilliance has not only propelled the factory Ducati team to the top of the competition, but it has also triggered a remarkable domino effect on satellite teams like Gresini Racing. This season, Alex Marquez has impressed, and he now sits in second place in the standings, a feat that Gresini hasn't achieved since CT Guberno's glory days in the early 2000s. Gresini sporting director Michele Massini emphasized that Marc's arrival in 2024 marked a turning point in the team's progress. His experience is truly unique. He arrived and immediately understood what the bike needed, solving problems quickly. His leadership style enabled the entire team to work more efficiently and effectively. Many of the things he left behind at Gresini now form an important foundation for us, Massini said. In addition to their expertise on the track, the brotherly relationship between Marc and Alex fosters a much more intense flow of information than in any other team. They share data, technical input, and even racing tricks with complete openness, a strategic advantage, rarely enjoyed by rivals. The results speak for themselves. Gresini's performance has soared dramatically, making them a real threat in every round this season. Senior MotoGP observer Carlo Pernat, who initially doubted Ducati's decision to sign Marc Márquez, now confidently calls the move a stroke of genius. According to Pernat, the Desmo Sedici GP25 is a far more challenging bike to ride than the previous generation. Its aggressive engine character, which combines immense power with sensitive stability, means that only riders with extraordinary talent, or what are often called aliens, can conquer it. For Pernat, Marquez is a rare figure who can match the GP25's wild nature and turn its limitations into winning strengths. This bike isn't perfect. Ducati knows that development can stall or even regress at some point. They need a rider who can take 2 steps forward when others are standing still. And that's Marc Pernat asserted with conviction. Despite his seemingly untouchable form, the second half of the 2025 season will be a major test for Marquez. His physical and mental endurance will be tested by a packed schedule, a cross-continental trip to Asia, and demanding circuits like Buram, Sepang, and Phillip Island. Aprilia hopes this will create an opportunity for Martin and Bezzecchi to win. However, history has proven that beating Marc Márquez at his peak is nearly impossible. Will Massimo Rivola's optimism be realized? Let us know your thoughts below.